going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we are taking a look at the brand new in-stock Elite Series 92, now shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. As always, use promo code FORLIFE. It'll save you 10% off your order at checkout. And when you guys use that code, tag me on my Instagram account at AlexWestCollects. I will give you a shout out. And I really do appreciate all you guys who've been supporting me. It means a lot. And I keep wanting to just to pass those positive vibes right back to you. So I do want to say thank you. I greatly appreciate you. And today we're looking at Series 92. I can't believe we're up there. We're getting close to that 100 mark. We have Ric Flair, The Fiend Bray Wyatt, and Charlotte Flair. This line, or this wave, has been, kind of an anomaly because 4 out of the 6 guys were released from the company, no longer with WWE. We weren't sure if these figures were going to see the light of day, and somehow we got them all. And you know what? Same with Series 93, and a lot of the guys who got released are still coming out, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know how Mattel pulled that off, but kudos to them, and thank you, because honestly, there's a lot of good stuff that we all wanted. And once we heard those releases, we were all kind of devastated, especially like Bray Wyatt. That was a shocker to me, and you know what? He's been gone for so long that I thought there was no way we were going to see this figure. I mean, we saw the kind of grayscale images at one of those reveals. The figure clearly was not into production at that point, but they pulled it off. They made it happen. And I know a lot of people have been complaining about this figure, saying they didn't really care for the way it looked and all this tooling that went into a character who's no longer with the company. So we're going to take a deep dive into it and see if this Fiend figure is better than his other releases. And, I know some people are saying this may be the warmer of the set. That'll be interesting as we go in through this review. Ric Flair and his WCW kind of like 94 run, I want to say, with the short mom hair. I did actually make 2 Ultimate Edition customs using the red and blue trunks. So with that same head, it'd be nice to throw in some comparisons when we get there. And Charlotte Flair, I feel like she's been a little absent from the Elite line for a while. I mean, I think her Ultimate Edition is probably going to be the best figure that they've made of her so far. But I feel like this figure is going to share a lot of the characteristics for its articulation. The scan looks great. I really do like the purple gear too. And you get the Women's Championship belt, Tag Team Championship belt as well. But taking a look at the figures in the packaging, you get the image of each wrestler or superstar on the front. On the side, you got the nameplates. And flipping it over, my favorite part, the classic clean-looking images of each wrestler. It's great to see Charlotte and Rick in the same Elite way. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad Mattel made that happen. The beautiful images on the back, as well as the read-ups and the other figures in the wave. Let's come back and crack all 3 of these figures out of their packaging. So first up, we're taking a look at Charlotte Flair. And as far as accessories go, she does come with 2 open interchangeable hands. She also does come with this Women's Tag Team Championship belt. And if you can see on there, it is spelled correctly. If you guys remember, the one with Alexa Bliss came with a misprint, unfortunately. That has been corrected on this one, so that is nice. Very nice looking belt. I do like the smaller size to it. I hope they would resize the Women's Championship belt eventually. It's really just the WWE title painted red and blue. So that is nice. This belt is looking pretty good. And the figure itself looks nice. I do like the gear. Her deco looks nice. Something about her neck seems to be like it's maybe a tad too high. Something just looks off. I don't know. The scan itself looks great. Charlotte Flair, you can see the great likeness to her. She's got the nice long flowing hair. Nice sculpted detail in there. You can see that. The curls. Take a look at the back. And her gear, very nice. You can see the purple. Got her tattoo on the side here. The straps molded on in the back. Taking a look at her trunks. More great design on there too. Got the butterfly. She's got the purple knee pads. Taking a look at the back of her trunks real quick too. Tattoo on the forearm. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if we get the camera to focus. Kind of tight to see, but she does have her forearm tattoo. I thought she had a heart or something somewhere. I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. But I thought she had another tattoo. There's that cross on the side coming through underneath. Moving down, she does have the CF on the boots. And here's something, a little plus. Carrying over from the Ultimate Edition, you do get the toe articulation on this Elite figure. So that is nice. I wonder why they can't do that with all of these kind of Elites that were made into an Ultimate. Like, Hogan, like the Elite 91. Why didn't he come with the toe articulation if they're really using the same boot. I don't know if it's a cost thing. Maybe it costs more to add this, but she does have the toe articulation. I do appreciate Mattel doing that. Got the purple painted underneath the knee pads too. She does have the double jointed pinless elbows as well. My new favorite feature on these Mattel figures. And the hands she does come with on the figure are the Charlotte Flair posing ones. I'll admit this figure looks a little empty without the robe. It's kind of hard to have Charlotte on display just in her ring gear. And you know what? It's not too bad of a figure. The gear itself is nice. I do really like the purple. I feel like that is the color I kind of associate with her in her current kind of run right now. The head, I don't know. It's like hit or miss. I don't know if it's the neck or it just seems it's sitting too high. Just something looks a little off. I can see the likeness to Charlotte, but something's just not quite sitting right with me. And if you guys are wondering, the head, I think it pops off. That I didn't like the sound of that, but there we go. Comes off. Got to be careful with these, man. Sometimes I feel like they're a little snug, and I don't want to snap the peg or separate the plastic here, so be careful. If it feels a little snug, don't be an idiot like me and try to just pull it right off. Heat it up a little bit, but the heads do pop off. That is nice, and I really do appreciate Mattel with that carrying on through. And I'm going to bring in the Ultimate Edition Charlotte Flair. This is probably still my favorite figure. This is one of their best Ultimates. I think this is the best female figure that Mattel has done. Just so nice. I hate to remove the robe because I never do, but if you guys want, again, I was talking about the scale of the belts. Look at the tag belt versus the women's Raw Championship belt. Way too big, way oversized. But let's remove the robe off. Something I rarely do. I feel like I don't really handle a lot of my figures. Once they're on display, you know, I'll take a few photos of them. But see, I knew I wasn't crazy. I don't know if that's a tattoo, but she's got a heart on the Ultimate. I don't see it on the Elite. I don't know if they missed it. I don't know. Again, I don't know all of her tattoos. Maybe it was something to the ring gear, but I'm assuming that's a tattoo. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. The Ultimate is still, without a doubt, even without the robe, my favorite Charlotte Flair. And look at the head scans. And in case you guys want to swap them, let's do this on camera. I can't, a little freaking snug. Don't break on me. Popping the Elite head. And if you guys want to see what the Elite looks like, that actually looks pretty good. I don't know. I feel like maybe, does it sit a little better? Nah, she's kind of got a long neck too. So how does the Ultimate head fit? Wow, that was snug. Fits pretty good too. I still think this is the better head scan. I even like the other alternative scan that came with the Ultimate. But in case you guys wanted to see the fix up or a swap, that is how it looks. Let me know down below, which one do you like better as far as the gear goes? Do you like the Ultimate or do you like the new Elite 92 Charlotte Flair? Next up, we have the Burnt Fiend figure. And I'll be honest, the excitement for this figure, for me personally, kind of died out when the Fiend got released. The Burn character, whatever you want to call it, kind of was a one-off. So I don't know how special this figure really is, or how much it, you know, how much excitement it's going to generate for collectors. I'm sure some people were really excited to still have this figure come out. But you know, let's jump into it and see what this figure offers and what it's all about. As far as the accessories go, you do get two open interchangeable hands. You can see it's got the Hurt Heel decals, similar to the prior Elite, except the paint applications are different. It looks like he's got some burnt flesh, kind of like something out of a horror film. So you do get that. And that's it, really it as far as the accessories go, because I'm sure a lot of the tooling and deco gear really went into this figure. So the head scan, it looks to share some similarities as far as the face scan from the prior Elite. The hair looks to be sculpted a little differently. It's off to the side, definitely a different color. You can see the buckles on the back too. Continuing around, some little buckles on the mask as well. You got the ear coming out, so that looks pretty cool. Even look at the deco or even the sculpt of the chest. That definitely is totally new. And I wonder if the new Ultimate Fiend that's still coming out, yeah, we are still getting him in Ultimate 12, is going to share some of this kind of like vest looking attire. I don't know how similar it is, but I know for WrestleMania you had that kind of like bulletproof vest or whatever the hell it was supposed to be. So I wonder if that shares any of the characteristics going forward with that. The legs look to be very similar to, I think actually, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and say it is the same as the Ultimate, because I'm noticing he does have some toe articulation down there. So that's kind of nice that that transferred over. But the proportions he looks stumpy. I don't know, look at it from a little further back. To me, that looks like a little stumpy Fiend with this big upper body. I'm not really digging it. I mean, I can see all the nice sculpting detail in the pants. and the straps on the boot. I don't know, something just doesn't look quite right to me with this figure. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Looking at the back, you got the praying hands on the vest. And you can see he's got the double jointed pinless elbows. That is something new too. And he's got the burnt flesh on the forearms. Same decals on the open hands. Take a look at the hands on the inside. So not too bad. But I mean, again, I don't know if it was really needed. If they cancel this figure, I don't know if I would have been heartbroken. But you know, let's bring in some figures for some comparisons. So first off, I have the SummerSlam Elite Fiend, the first Fiend figure that we ever received from Mattel. If I can get him to stand up, there you go. You can see the proportions and how much different it is, how much bigger this torso looks because of that vest. Height-wise, I think they are the same. They are. And again, let's get a close-up of the mask. You can see some of the similarities were, you know, used with the sculpt. It's got the snarl with that smile, and the eyes do look similar too. So that is one thing to note. And let's actually get him out of here. And for fun, let's bring in the Firefly Funhouse, or actually this is the Elite, I forgot what series it was, to be honest, but another Elite Bray Wyatt with the sweater vest and the puppet. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll adjust the camera. He's got the Vince puppet on there waving from the Firefly Funhouse. How you guys doing? Just in case you want to see what a Bray looked like next to the Burnt Fiend, and again, scale-wise, the Burnt Fiend looks to be a little bigger, I'll be honest. Moving along. So, if you want to see what he looks like versus the Ultimate Edition figure, all decked out with his coat, that is how I have him displayed. Again, proportions to me look a little better. You know what it is? These thighs look so much bigger than that, than the Ultimate, and it's really throwing me off. I don't know. The boots, again, are the same. You can see that right here. And we'll get him out of here because I actually do have a Fiend without the coat on display too, because I really did like this figure, even though this also had a little bit of that stumpy kind of look. I don't know, man, just the proportions on this figure look off. The arms look too long, the legs look too short, the thighs are really big, the torso is really big. I don't really like it, to be honest. I don't know, am I crazy here? What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know. But that is your Fiend comparisons. And next up we have the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And in case you're watching, PJ, I dropped the knee pads, bro. I always remember now because of you. You ingrained it in my head. So if PJ, you're watching, man, that's a shout out to you, brother. But as far as the accessories go, you get two interchangeable forehands. I guess you could have them doing the strut, or you could do the Four Horsemen pose. Really do like that. I'm excited we got this Ric Flair, man. I mean, when the basic came out, I knew they were eventually going to release the Elite version. Not to say that was going to be this soon, but after he got released, I was like, damn, they didn't do an Elite with that head. So I went out and I bought a bunch of those stupid 2-packs. And now I have a bunch of heads. Obviously, I use the Ric Flair ones, but I have a bunch of the giant heads. And then they released this figure. I'm like, oh, man, what a waste of money that was. But I got impatient. But again, I'm happy this figure came out. Again, we've gotten so many of these guys who were released, still coming out for your purchase. As far as the other accessories go, really do love this. I'm a huge WCW mark. So you got early WCW logo on the microphone. Yeah, they do still have the scratch logo on there, but you know, it is what it is. At least you got the WCW decal over it. And I guess if you guys can see that, oh, I guess they actually put the full sticker on it this time. I remember at one point they were just kind of printing over it. But they got the full WCW decal on there. It looks very nice. Get the Four Horsemen claw shirts. And how many of you guys are definitely going to go out there and buy like 3 more Ric Flairs just for the t-shirt? Because you know what? I'm probably going to do the same. Throw it on my Four Horsemen set. This is definitely a good choice. And you know what's kind of nice? Like, not that I dislike the robes, but finally get something a little different. Ric Flair did wear the t-shirts a lot during this era too. So you got the Four Horsemen, WCW logo, very nice. I'm definitely gonna need some extras, 100%. And taking a look at Flair, he does have the Sheamus torso. I know a lot of us are not the biggest fans of it, but whatever. You know what? This is what they've been using. Just, we gotta accept it, unfortunately. He does have the double-jointed pinless elbows. That is very nice too. He's got the fingers taped on the hands as well. Love the scan. The mom hair. Same as the one we got with that battle pack or the showdown 2-pack. At the back, the yellow. I mean, personally, I kind of would have preferred him with the green trunks, but whatever. I'll take the yellow. It's close enough. It's got the green knee pads. The yellow boots got the RF on it. Very nice. You can get a lot of nice poses with Nate. Been cool if we got like an interchangeable head with it, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. We got this figure. I hope you guys are ready for some comparisons because we got a lot. So starting off first, we have the Ultimate Edition Series 9 Ric Flair, one of the earlier scans, and this is another figure that I went and bought multiple of to do customs, only to have them release one more Elite figure. But, you know, that's all good. Ric Flair is always nice to have. And, you know, I really do like the Ultimate figure. Personally, I remember him wearing the purple. It wasn't my favorite. To me, the iconic Ric Flair gear is either red or blue. So this is the Ultimate Edition, standard as released by Mattel. I did go ahead and bring him in now and have my buddy Jay. Jay, if you're watching, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can't torso swap for my life, so I always have to send them out to my friends, and they always do a good job. And I had him swap the torsos on, I think this was the GameStop Ric Flair. I bought a bunch of those for $5 when they were on clearance, so I had multiple. That was not a problem. But then I went on eBay and I bought a Defining Moments Ric Flair to also turn into an Ultimate Edition. So there you go. Those are where those extra heads went. And we will remove the robes, and I hate to open these ties because they're such a pain in the ass to tie back. But removing the robe, you can see how my red trunks Ric Flair looks. And we'll do the same with the blue. Which one do you guys like more? Which one do you think is more iconic? Do you guys maybe think the purple or the green? I mean, Ric Flair's been around for so long. Like, you know, everyone's seen him through their eyes in different generations. And I don't know. Personally, I grew up, you know, Flair I watched a lot of WWF in the 90s. So I didn't watch a lot of WCW. But when I finally did, it was like 95, 96. When I kind of got my first look at Ric Flair. And I always remember wearing the red and the blue. So those are my Ultimate Customs. They came out really nice. I really do like how these figures pair up together. And we have more comparisons to go. So we will remove these Ultimate Edition figures. And I will bring in another custom I did. So, a suited Ric Flair. This is basically an Ultimate Warrior Legends figure swapped on an extra Ultimate Edition head. And there you go. You got an early Ric Flair in the suit. And again, I have tons more Flairs than this. I'm definitely not going to bring them all in, but I figured some earlier ones and some within the same era. And the next group of figures I would like to bring in, we have Tully Blanchard. We have the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. And we got Barry Windham. We have the Four Horsemen. And you know what? I probably will buy a few extra Flairs, for sure, for the t-shirts to put on these guys. Whether they're accurate or not, they get some Four Horsemen gear. It would look pretty cool. And then probably swap some extra forehands on them. Oh my God, imagine how good that is. I mean, you get 2 per set, right? So some can have on the right hand, some can have on the left hand. And if you wanted to see what it looked like, the t-shirt on Arn, let's throw it on there. It's crazy how long ago this set came out. This was from a 4-pack. Had that Ric Flair in the black trunks from Target. But Arn looks pretty damn awesome with that shirt. Shit, man, I'm going to have to buy more of these guys. It just looks cool. Like I said, I don't know if it's accurate to the era. But just to have my Four Horsemen have some gear to stand next to Ric Flair and look like a real faction, that is pretty cool. I'm very happy to own this figure. All right, and before we wrap up here, if you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys checking out my reviews, and we're trying to make this channel bigger and better every day. So thank you for all your support. But as far as these figures go, let's start off with Charlotte Flair first. So I do really like the figure. It does look pretty good. Something looks off to me about the face or the neck. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it, but something just doesn't look quite right. Other than that, I really do like the figure. I'm going to call it like an Ultimate Edition Light. You don't get the entrance coat, so that's kind of one thing that's missing. But you get some nice deco on her gear. I really do like the purple. It pops. I like the white. You get the extra toe articulation. You get the championship belt. So no complaints there. It looks pretty good. She is missing a tattoo on her forearm. You guys correct me down low in the comments if that is an actual heart tattoo or whatever. If it's just something she had on her arm during that other match versus the Ultimate Edition. Ric Flair. Go buy this figure. Enough said. I mean, I love the shirt. I love the microphone. I threw on the big gold belt on him. Looks awesome. You get the 4 hands. There's no complaining here. Personally, I mean, I'm a little biased. I'm a flashback collector for the most part. So I really was excited for this figure, and it lives up to the hype. No complaints. It's a solid 9 out of 10 easily, if you ask me. I don't even, if there's one thing you're going to complain about, it's probably that muscular torso, but that's something that they've been giving us with Ric Flair Elites for the longest. And now here we get to the Fiend. The Burnt Fiend. I know a lot of people wanted this figure. I personally don't like it. And I hate to say that, and you know, just some things look off on it. I know at this point he was wearing those kind of like skin tight pants, so I could see why they went with those bigger thighs, but it just doesn't work for me. The head scan looks pretty awesome. I'll give him that. I like the details to the deco. But the arms look too long. The torso itself looks too big. The legs look too big, and they're also short. So there's just a lot going on with it, and I don't really like it. I mean, if you listen, this is probably one of the, well, I take that back. You're gonna get the Ultimate Edition Fiend. This is the second to last Fiend you'll get, unless he comes back to the company. I feel like I've said that with most of these figures, because most of them aren't with WWE anymore, but I mean, I get it. It's very different from the last few Fiends, because the Ultimate and the Elites were pretty identical. This is something at least that'll stand out a little differently, but I don't know. It was a one-off gimmick, so I don't think it's needed for your collection. And honestly, I don't think it really delivered on what it was supposed to. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and bring in the rest of the figures from Elite 92. Let's see if we could squeeze them all in here. We got Adam Cole. We got Scarlett and her big platform heels. Please don't knock everyone over. There we go. She's standing tall. And we got Rey Mysterio. So let's kind of rearrange it a little bit, kind of get everyone in sight. So there goes Scarlett. I knew that was going to happen. See, I know my figures, guys. These platform heels are always a problem. But let's get her standing back up. So ranking these figures. As far as my favorite to my least favorite. Let's start off, let's start off with number one, because I don't think that's going to be too hard. Number one for me is Adam Cole. That figure is a must. Especially with him leaving the company, they were still able to get it out. I know a lot of us wanted it. No complaints there. That is definitely the best figure in the wave. It's a must-have. Number two, Ric Flair. I love everything about this figure. Everything it offers. Throwing a belt, it'll complete the look. I'm definitely going to go back and get some extras just for the shirts and the WCW microphone. Puts it over the top. At number three, I'm going to go Charlotte Flair. I really do like this figure. I really like her ring gear. It just stands out real well. Number four. Now, here's where it gets tough. Number four, I'm going to go Scarlett. And not because it's a bad figure. I just feel like, I think Charlotte pops a little more with her gear. The purple versus the black. But, Scarlett came out pretty good. I know a lot of people are still complaining about that head scan. I don't really think it looks that bad, to be honest. And here, this is going to be tough. Actually, not really. Number five, I'm going to go Rey Mysterio. It's a good figure. It's just, like I said in my prior video, if you haven't watched it, of Elite 92, they've just gotten so many. I'm just kind of tired of it. And my least favorite from the set is the Fiend. Like I said before, it just doesn't hit the point on a lot of things. I feel like they missed the boat on it, but whatever, at least we got them. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. As always, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. I'll be posting a ton more figure photography and fun photos on there. Thank you guys for checking out this review, and stay tuned for AEW Unrivaled Series 8. That'll be my next review set coming in the next few videos. Thank you again, and take care.